Okay guys, before the video starts, I want to talk about two important pictures, alright? So, boom. This one shows me beating a player called Super Martin. Now, that guy is one of the best eSports UFC 4 players of all time. He was in top 5 multiple times. And this one shows me being number 5 worldwide in eSports UFC 4. Now, the reason why I'm telling you guys this is so that you guys understand that I'm not like other game reviewers that play games just to shit on them for entertainment, such as Moist Critical and Video Game Donkey. I played this game, I got good at it, and I want to share you guys what can be improved about this game and what cannot. Basically, how a game review should be. Okay, so I've been trying to record this video for a really long time, so what I'm gonna do is basically I'm gonna read everything point by point, and at the end I'm gonna tell you guys my rating, and I'm gonna tell you guys if I recommend it or not. Okay, hackers can disconnect you from matches, and not just in-game, but your whole internet in your household can be cut off. Hackers can also use lag switches and mess with the connection to ruin your timing when you're planning a combo or a very powerful strike. Blitz Mode, a mode that had a lot of problems, is completely abandoned and it's been played by probably 100 players maximum. High-level players don't know how to play the game and spam a move 1,000 times or just hold your leg till the end of the match till they win. Basically, the community is just filled with a bunch of toxic pussies that play the game to ruin other people's enjoyment, and EA is not doing anything about it. Online World Championships, which is the ranked mode for this game, has a weird bug or a feature where some players keep matching up with you infinitely until you actually go into a match with them or restart the game. No fair matchmaking. You could be in Division 1. Divisions are like ranks. You could be Division 1 and you could match up with someone on Division 10, or you could be on Division 13 and match up with Division 18 players. Fighters move too fast or too slow. No matter what weight class you choose, heavyweight, for example, is extremely boring because of this, because they move extremely slow since they are so big. Grappling system needs to change completely. Clinch attempts not being blockable. No takedown knockouts, every single grappler feeling the same and not having unique movement styles. Certain grappling moves being extremely overpowered since it's easy to learn and hard or impossible to get out of. Career mode is a last minute thought. When you try to learn new moves and spar in career mode, AI focuses on damaging you rather than teaching you new moves. I have gone undefeated in career mode and beat Khabib and Conor and so many more amazing fighters with ease, and that shouldn't be the case when I'm trying to immerse myself to be motivated to play more of the career. The UFC kits are broken and you can't use them in the career mode, which is the stupidest thing ever. In career mode, you train like an MMA fighter, and you have the option to train, hype, or simulate rest of the week, but there's only one time warning when simulating the week. The career mode starts like it contains a rich story, but after a few fights it just turns into a simple football manager type of game with no cutscenes or anything exciting. Dialogues gets cut out even at a proper timing in career mode. Walking is laggy and weirdly unpredictable and slow. Having fun ruins matches because you can easily just stand and only counter to win matches with one lucky strike. Patches keep ruining the game instead of fixing it and adding useful features. Characters don't perform moves the same way with the same input and stamina. EA should bring back parrying strikes, screen shaking when KOing someone or hitting them really hard, realistic ragdoll physics instead of imitating physics with flimsy animation. Certain fighters are extremely overpowered. Amanda Nunes, John Jones, Max Holloway, Joanna Jacek, Peter Yan, Alexander Volkanovski, Israel Adesanya, Robert Whittaker, Jan Blachowicz, Isaac Frost, Stipe Miocic, Daniel Cormier, and so many more. In-game stats don't reflect into gameplay. Glitches can ruin matches completely and need fixing. When put near a cage and stunned, players can do a hook uppercut combo to immediately finish the match. The decision system is fake. You can completely destroy somebody and still lose at the end, which is absurd for a game about $1 billion worth company. Graphics looks the worst in series, and the developers are so lazy that instead of modeling faces for fighters, they just copy-pasted photos from Google Images onto them. Yes, I'm laughing at how bad of a game this is. Like the grapplers, the strikers, and every single fighter type feels the same. There's no uniqueness to anyone. Everyone feels like a creative fighter with different moves. In ranked mode, people can play with creative fighters, and everyone who uses a creative fighter boosts their stats to 100, so no matter what you do, you're in an unfair match every time you face one creative fighter. Ranked match players always have high pings no matter what. The game has a very bad optimization and it feels so laggy on PlayStation 4. and Xbox One. Hitting a fighter doesn't feel realistic, and even a simple jab doesn't do enough damage. Some fighters don't even have their own moves or have some other fighters' movesets. There are a lot of high-level players that play in a low-level account which EA does nothing about, resulting in a really bad matchmaking experience. Also, I want to add one thing to this. There's a simple fix to this, alright? If you have 2 accounts in one console, right? You have one account that has UFC 4, the second account should not be able to access it. Since this is an online game, and you know, making yourself look like a low-level player is basically smurfing. And EA should ban these players and ban their second accounts. Like, EA is doing nothing about online mode for this game. I'm not just talking about the rank mode. Every single other mode, EA is doing nothing about it. UI is extremely buggy. There are not enough taunts. Fighters with iconic gestures just do a simple pointing in the air when taunting. When trying to qualify and fight for a high division at the start of a new season, the players you face are really high level players or really low level players, and obviously there are no gradual increase. Not user friendly, the controls are extremely complicated, and new players usually try the game for a few months, and as a result of bad control scheme, they abandon the game completely. No entrances for online matches or not being able to skip the end of the match. The in-game camera is really glitchy and buggy, and sometimes it ruins matches completely. No move preview in practice move list, which the previous game had. Now my thoughts. I fucking hate it. This is the worst game that I've ever played, and I do not recommend it to anybody else to play it. And to be honest with you, I've been playing games for a really long time, alright? I started playing video games since I was 6. My first console was PlayStation 1. And I played so many games. Like Tekken 3 is a gift from God compared to this piece of shit. Mortal Kombat 4 is a gift from God. And that game is known as the worst Mortal Kombat game ever. Like, think of that. Other games that include fighting, their worst games are better than this. Fucking, what is it? That Mortal Kombat game about Jax. Oh my god, I'm gonna find that. Hold on. Found it. Mortal Kombat Special Forces is a better game than this piece of shit. So imagine how bad this is. Do not play this game. This is an This is an embarrassment to all the gamers in the world, to all of the gaming industry. EA should bury this game as deep as they can. Like, WWE 2K20 is a masterpiece compared to this piece of shit. I mean, I hate this game so much, basically, alright? And my final rating for EA Sports UFC 4 is a negative infinity out of infinity. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't play this game.